I'm Elspeth Owen, and I'm a potter. And this is my beautiful workspace where I've been for many, many years. I was a very active feminist in the 70s and 80s and a peace campaigner as well. And when I started making pots, I asked myself, what are you doing? What are you doing making pots? This isn't political. I realized that the political aspect of it for me was that I had been strengthened and inspired by being a political activist to doing what I wanted, I suppose. I hope that you all have your tickets. These tickets, these tiny dishes, are very important. They are for you, but they're also to help me to get across to you an idea I call unavoidable knowing. You have acquired unavoidable knowledge of my work. You know what it weighs, you know how much light there was to see it by, you have touched its surface and held it in your hands. You may have catalogued it, judged it, connoisseured it, put it in a hierarchy, but you have done more than that. You have known it undeniably through your senses. These pots of mine that are just visiting for the day are living very different lives to those of the ones that are staying in here. Both of these were made probably a couple of years ago, I think. They start as a solid piece and I hollow them out by hand, in my hand. I paint the colour on first. This is a slip on the surface with cobalt. And this slip has got some iron in. And you can see on the surface of this, I've rubbed it away a little bit so you see a bit more of the texture and the slips just in the cracks. And then when the slips dry, I polish them with a stone. I'm very proud of this stone. I've actually polished so much that I've had an impact on the stone, and one side is kind of flat. Making them is very solitary and very private. I started to observe the blue moon, which is when there are 2 full moons in 1 month. I linked pots into that in some way. I made things in advance and put them out in circles during the time. I began to make pots which I delivered to other people. One of the projects was where people purchased a pot for someone else. I delivered it to the other person, all over the country. I do really love being on the road. I think I'm very contradictory. I sort of need both. I do need to come home again when I go travelling. I do very often envisage it as a circle, the journey, whatever it is. I'm coming home again.